Hi, after watching the video, click the link in the description to download the program.
Welcome, dear one. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. You see, the divine journey that delivered you to this video was no random event. As you're about to discover, there are no accidents in this universe. Every major event in your life has happened for a reason, all to bring you to this moment, right now. I know your trek has been a long one. You've risen over tall obstacles, navigated harsh waters, and weathered life's heaviest storms. But the fact that you're here today is proof that a powerful transformation has already awakened deep within you. And now you, beautiful one, are finally ready. You're ready to experience the world of magic and limitless abundance you were born to live. Yes, right now, today, is the moment you've been waiting for your entire life. Starting in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal a life-changing, purpose-unfolding, destiny-delivering secret made from the core of real-life magic. A secret that will feel like a long-lost wand from the fabled world of Atlantis has safely fallen into your possession. And all you have to do is wave your wrist to create anything and everything you've ever desired, all in the flash of a divine spark. In what feels like seconds, you'll create more boundless energy, body confidence, a picture-perfect health that makes you feel like the world's most radiant being, happiness, joy, and the gathering of your closest soul family, a loving, more deeply connected relationship with your existing partner, or finally attract your sacred soulmate, even your celestial twin flame. You'll receive all of these wonderful, much-deserved gifts in the blink of an eye. But those are really just the first course of angelic delights that await. Because the more important part is, as soon as you unwrap my divine secret, you'll finally have the power to manifest money into your life and do it whenever you desire. I'm talking about money for a new car, money for exotic trips around the world, money for a cozy new dream home where you'll make lifelong memories. In fact, when you watch this video to the very end, I'm going to prove to you just how powerful a creator you are. As you harness this secret to manifest a financial blessing of $500, $1,000, even up to an extra $10,000, all starting in the next 24 hours. Yes, in as little as 24 hours from now, you will have proven to yourself just how powerful this secret is with real dollars and cents you can hold in your hands. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and being greeted with cash in hand you can use for anything you want. As you're about to see, this really can happen for you too, just like it has for thousands of others. I'll get to all the exciting details in just a moment. First though, let me back up and introduce myself. My name is Alexander Wilson, and for the next few minutes, you can think of me as your journey guide. My highest intention is to help you awaken a long-forgotten part of yourself, a God-given power to turn your greatest desires into an immediate command to the universe. So, if you're ready to unleash the greatness hiding within, then please take my hand and let's leap forward. Before I reveal my magic secret, I need to start at the beginning and share with you the deeply personal story that brought me here today. You see, not that long ago, I was living a lie, a secret double life. No, I wasn't some covert agent or hiding in the witness protection program. That's not the kind of double life I'm talking about. The one I was living was the kind found on social media. Because if you had come across my Facebook page back then, you'd think I was living the dream life. One filled with meals out to restaurants, parties with friends, and a fast-moving career. But the truth was, those social media snapshots were just that, snapshots. They didn't tell the full story about what was really going on in my life. They didn't reveal the heartache, the struggle, and the deep shame that was secretly consuming me. Because the reality was, after a series of wrong turns in my career and love life, it was like I'd fallen off a cliff, and now I was trapped at rock bottom. At the time, I was living alone in the cheapest place I could find, a small backyard pool house. Now sure, I know the idea of living in a pool house might not sound that bad, maybe even a little glamorous to some. But this pool house wasn't the kind you'd find in the back of a mansion in a millionaire's backyard. No, the reality was the pool was never actually built. The roof was missing shingles, it lacked central air conditioning, and the heating system barely worked. Really, my home was less like a pool house and more like a glorified tool shed. Now, I wasn't homeless. Occasionally, I'd even make a pretty decent income for the month, but it felt like every time a nice check showed up, it was quickly devoured by an ever-growing list of expenses. Bills, unexpected medical invoices, and repairs for my old four-wheeled rust bucket left me no choice but to turn to my credit card. My balance kept on rising. Interest piled up, and soon it got to the point where there was no digging my way out. My life was about to come crashing down, all in the span of one weekend from hell. It all started on a late Friday afternoon when my boss asked me to step into his office for a talk. Now, I knew this job was temporary when I started, but since then, my boss had promised many times I'd be transitioned into a full-time position. But now, with no warning at all, I was being let go on the spot. In an instant, my income vanished before my eyes. I was upset, but I didn't have much time to feel sorry for myself, because losing my job was just the first of 3 disasters that were about to leave my world in shatters. The second, I didn't have to wait long. As I'm driving home, I hear a sudden thud. Terror fills my veins as my engine sputters off in the middle of a busy highway. There's cars to my right. I can't get over. Luckily, a left-sided exit appears just in the nick of time. I just barely managed to swerve over and safely land in a grassy area as cars whiz past. At this point, I'm in shock. I was happy to be alive, but now I wasn't just jobless, but now my car was gone too. Piece by piece, my life was falling apart. I remember coming home that night and just collapsing to the floor in exhaustion, my back against the wall. I couldn't move. It felt like the weight of the world was bearing down on my shoulders, and I didn't know how much more I could take. At that moment, I had never felt so alone and helpless in my life. The next day, I spent the morning in a daze, just collecting myself until my stomach begins growling. I realized I hadn't eaten since early yesterday, so I order up an Uber to grab a quick bite to eat. Now, in case you don't know, Uber is basically a modern-day taxi service, where regular people drive you around in their personal cars. Normally, they're college students or people trying to earn an extra buck in their spare time. But when my ride pulls up and I open the door, I notice my driver is unlike any I'd ever met before. Her name is Phoenix, and it's like she had just stepped out of a time machine from 1960s Woodstock. She's donning a beautiful flower dress, blue dreamcatcher earrings, and she's wearing a necklace that holds a sparkling crystal. We began talking, and she notices that my eye gravitates toward the clock. 5:55, she says. You know what that means, don't you? I didn't, but she explained. Sometimes when we need guidance the most in life, our guardian angels give us signs. And when you see 5:55 out of the blue, it means big changes to bring you on your true path or ahead. Now, I'm not sure I would have ever remembered this conversation, but then it happened. Disaster number 3. The walls came crashing in on me. Literally. Later that night, I'm watching TV in my tool shed when I decided to head off to bed. But just as I'm about to turn off the lights, I step on something painful. Ouch! It's a big chunk of white plaster underneath my feet. I look up to see a huge expanding crack in the ceiling. Panic fills my body as I realize what's happening. I need to get out. Fast. So I step outside and call the landlord. Minutes later, the roof has completely caved in. To think, if I had gone to sleep, I might not have ever woken up. Now, I gotta say that any one of these disasters might make someone just want to curl up in a ball and give up completely. But losing everything at once, my job, my car, and my home, I couldn't help but feel like the universe was just toying with me. Like this was all one big Truman Show style prank, and any minute, a reality show producer was about to reveal himself. Of course, that didn't happen. But something almost more surreal did. It was only a couple of weeks later. I had to get across town, but I'm without a car, so I call up Uber once again. When the car arrives, I see a familiar face. It's my old friend Phoenix from a few weeks before. I didn't know then that this meeting was actually no accident. As it turns out, Phoenix was a renowned and very successful intuitive and healer. She literally charged thousands for private sessions. And her part-time gig as an Uber driver was all part of a spiritual experiment. Each morning, she would say a prayer and ask for the universe to guide her to one person who needed divine guidance the most. That's how she kept running into me. As Phoenix explained, when you understand everything in existence are made up of the same core ingredient, tiny vibrating particles of energy, you begin to understand why everything in your life is the way it is. Do you remember watching Disney's Cinderella? She asks. Well, in the beginning of the story, Cinderella's life is one of misery, sorrow, and misfortune. But then her fairy godmother waves her wand, and suddenly a swirl of magical fairy dust encircles Cinderella, instantly transforming her from a life trapped in rags into one of limitless fortune, abundance, and joy. She became a glowing princess that radiated pure positivity into the world. Well, you have the same power to magically transform within you. Even though we're all made up of the same stuff, energy, those tiny particles can vibrate at many different speeds to form a unique frequency. When you embody a lower frequency, like 95% of all people, you attract low-frequency things, people, and events into your life. You know, like cars breaking down, bosses firing you, and ceilings collapsing. But when you hold a high frequency, that's when all your desires can be effortlessly pulled into your orbit. The perfect home and car, the dream job, and loving relationships. And here's the most important part. You have the power to raise your frequency into the awesome high vibe god or goddess you are. When she explained this, it was like a light bulb suddenly lit up. I realized the reason I was stuck was that my vibration was too low. And if I wanted to change my life, I needed to raise my vibration. But how? Well, I discovered there's a secret shortcut, and all you have to do is click play to unleash its magic into your life. You see, one of the most powerful forms of energy isn't one you can touch, taste, or even see, but is the kind you can only hear. I'm talking energy in the form of sound waves. Throughout your life, you experience the transformative nature of sound many times. In a flash, it can send cortisol levels rising and your heart racing. It can calm the nervous system, leaving you relaxed and feeling at ease. It can even create profound healing. But those shifts are just the tip of the iceberg of what's possible. As I discovered, there's an emerging new science known as somatics, or the study of how audio frequencies can affect us. And what this science is uncovering is nothing short of mind-blowing. Cymatics researchers have recently revealed that every sound frequency is made up of a hidden vibrational DNA. By playing audio frequencies to water and recording what happens, they've found that every sound forms an image 100% unique to that frequency. For scientists, this is proving to be a major breakthrough, because once you understand the DNA of sound, then you understand how to fully harness the vibration to create change within us. And that's exactly how my magic manifestation secret works. By partnering with a sound engineer and using the latest cymatics research, we developed a vibration-raising shortcut I call energy orbiting. Energy orbiting works by harnessing sound DNA to shift your brainwaves from an active beta state into one normally only achieved through many long hours of meditation, known as the theta state. In other words, it's like you gain the abilities of the Tibetans in just minutes. In fact, researchers found that this technology brings you into theta in just 8 short minutes of listening to the right frequencies. And here's why that's important. As your mind shifts into theta, you will not only feel more focused, creative, and confident, just like the world's most experienced meditators, but it's kind of like opening a door to your subconscious mind and using expertly crafted subliminal mind commands, as we've come to call them, similar to hypnosis. You can instantly rewire negative thought patterns, the ones that keep your vibration low, into divine thought patterns. Suddenly, I'm not worthy becomes I'm unique and powerful. I don't deserve becomes I effortlessly receive. I'm a failure is replaced by I can accomplish anything. And as these vibration blocks vanish, it's like a swirl of magic fairy dust swirls around your energetic field, and suddenly you experience your own magical Cinderella transformation, where you radiate like never before, and all your desires are automatically drawn into your orbit. When I mastered energy orbiting, my life began to change almost instantly. You see, for as long as I can remember, I wanted to be a writer, but I struggled turning it into a career. But as the magical fairy dust swirled around me, my awareness of what was possible began to expand, and then it happened. A $10,000 windfall fell into my lap. It was right before bed. I had just used energy orbiting to clear away some old beliefs I had about receiving abundance, and I decided to set an intention to manifest a freelance writing job for $10,000. Now, I didn't take any action, like many experts tell you. Instead, I just fell asleep and let the universe do the rest. The next morning, I wake up and the phone is ringing. Sure enough, it's from a friend of mine in the publishing industry. He tells me that last night he got off the phone with a new client in need of a writer. And get this, the amount of work that he had for me was exactly $10,000. My jaw fell wide open. I couldn't believe how quickly and effortlessly my desire showed up in my life, all thanks to energy orbiting. Out of curiosity, I asked my friend what time he spoke to the new client, and it was just as I was falling asleep. In other words, my manifestation came to life instantly. No wishing, no waiting, instantly. After experiencing this real-life financial proof, I was off to the races. I began to clear more deeply integrated patterns. My vibration continued to soar, and manifesting wealth became effortless. After I finished my $10,000 gig, I went on to manifest another one just like it. Again and again, these jobs appeared within 24 hours of stating my desire. Eventually, I wasn't just getting one-time payments, but I was earning royalties. It soon got to a point where I remember walking to my mailbox and realizing I was now receiving more checks than bills. Can you imagine that? And with more income, my life finally clicked into place. The first thing I bought was a brand new car with all the features I never dreamed I'd have. From there, I manifested my perfect dream home, one that's not only in the perfect location, a 5-minute stroll to a vibrant downtown, but get this, unlike my old tool shed, it has an actual pool. Now, when I first began using energy orbiting, I hadn't fully cracked the code, and to enter a deep theta brainwave state, I had to enter this doorway to the subconscious, the hard way, through meditation. But now, you don't have to. After working with an expert audio engineer and trusted energy orbiting expert, I discovered a powerful shortcut that allows anybody to effortlessly raise your vibration and clear away all those deeply embedded subconscious vibration blocks, so you can finally start living the life you've always dreamed of. In fact, it's so effortless, all of the work is done for you. You just click play to bring the abundance of the universe into your life, sometimes instantly. Introducing Manifestation Magic. Manifest abundance by pushing play. You can think of this powerful, life-changing program as a complete push-button manifestation system. You can use it to create anything you desire in your life, including attracting your soulmate, your dream home, or even a new ride. But the main goal of the program is simple: to manifest money into your life whenever you desire. Money for bills, money for rent, money to prove that manifestation is real. At its simplest level, all you do to activate the manifestation magic is just push play. There's no books to read, no courses to study, no exercises you must practice before you see results. The program is designed to manifest money into your life starting in your first 24 hours. The program is divided into 2 magic modules. Module 1. As soon as you enter the members area, you'll open up the Quick Start Manifestation Guide. This simple manual helps you get clear on what you want to bring into your life and match your vibration to that desire. And all of this takes place in your first 15 minutes. From there, you'll have access to Module number 2, my complete energy orbiting autopilot audio system. This contains a series of transformational audio tracks, carefully crafted with my guidance and the help of a world-renowned audio engineer and fellow energy orbiting expert. The highlight of the system is the main track called Twilight Transformation. You just click play before you go to bed, and it's like waving a magic wand. Overnight, the brainwave technology embedded inside the audio relaxes your mind into a theta state and opens the door to the deepest levels of your subconscious. From there, powerful subliminal suggestions clear away abundance blocks, while new beliefs about receiving abundance quickly take hold. You don't have to do anything else. The track does all the work, raising your vibration and clearing away the negative programming that's been holding you back for years. Overnight, you'll create a powerful gravitational force that draws whatever you desire into your orbit. The reason manifestation magic is so effective is it clears patterns on the deepest levels of the subconscious, levels no other program reaches. Now, I could go on and on about all the surprises in store for you, like the Daytime Wealth Activator audio track. that quietly reprograms your mind for wealth as you play games on your iPad or complete housework. Not to mention, there's a 10-minute meditator audio track that allows you to get all the benefits of an hour of meditation in just minutes. But the beauty of manifestation magic is its simplicity. If you just listen to the Twilight Transformation by itself, you will experience a massive vibration upgrade to bring all your desires to life. In fact, I guarantee that within 24 hours of using the Twilight track and your manifestation guide, you'll either receive exactly the financial gift you asked for immediately, or if the universe needs more time to align people, events, and resources, manifestation magic works to bring to light what I like to call a bright, unmistakable neon sign that your financial manifestation is coming to life. My goal with creating this program is to make it so simple that you can literally jump right in and put it into action tonight and see results tomorrow.
Click the link in the description to download the program.